Hey everyone, Ben Winterman here, back with another ORBERA gastric balloon update. And it's been a while since my last one, and honestly, it's like I'm kind of seeing why these things trail off. I think I mentioned at the beginning, like I found like videos that people would start, or Instagrams that people would start, myself included, where it's like you start posting real heavy whenever you start it, and then it kind of tapers off, and it's hard to keep on top of it. And I am now super guilty of doing that. It's been like at least a month and a half, I think. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. It feels like it's been a long time. Anyway, yeah, so it's been a while. Not much has happened. I had my monthly checkup last month. I don't think I've made a video since then. I have another one next week. It is now September 21st. It has been 3 months and a week since I got the balloon put in. And I am now... Weight update! Weight update! I am now 43 or 44 pounds down since my starting weight. So I was... Wait, no, that's more than that. I was 321 before I started, and now I'm at 277? 277. I don't know. Is that 44? I think that's 44. Yeah, so 44. Anyway, 44 pounds down. That's pretty exciting. But holy cow. The new baby, like my last video I mentioned it, I now have a 2-month-old baby, and that has made things really tough. Not because babies make you hungry, but because it's been really hard for us to find the time to make meals, and it's been hard for me to avoid going out to eat, because it's like, oh, we can go get an easy meal really quick, I'll do that. So it's been really tough. At my last... I dropped a whole lot right up front, and then I dropped, like, between my 2-month ago appointment and my 1-month ago appointment, I lost 7 pounds, which was 7 pounds in a month, which is fantastic. That's really good. If a friend of mine told me I lost 7 pounds in a month, I'd be like, that's fantastic. That's so good. That's a normal, healthy rate of losing weight. But it's hard, because, day to day getting on the scale, it's like, I went up a pound? Oh, I went down a pound. Oh, I went down half a pound. Oh, I went up a pound again. It's kind of a wavy trending line downward. So so it's hard not to get as excited whenever you start. It's like bloop, 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 as goes with weight loss. But yeah, it's been really tough not to get discouraged. It's, I don't know, I guess it's a body what do they call that? Body image, body dysmorphia thing, where you see yourself and you're like, ugh, and most people are like, what's the problem? My wife sent me this picture that I'll put on here, of me holding my new baby, smiling at each other, and it's like a super cute picture, and I look at that and I go, man, my head looks so fat. And it's like, that sucks, but here I am today, I am now 3 months into it, a quarter of the process is done. And here's me today, and I'm gonna put up a screenshot now from the day of the procedure, whenever I was like riding in the car, and holy cow, it's a huge difference, and it is hard to remember that big of a difference has occurred. Whenever you're seeing yourself every day and it's a slow progression, it's a lot harder to be excited, but it's working. Like, obviously I'm still losing weight. My appetite has been back, like, full force. Like, all day long I'm thinking, I wonder what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. I should probably... You know what? I'm not going to eat a big breakfast. But then by lunch, I'm like, man, I'm so hungry. And then I'm like, well, I could eat a decent-sized lunch, Middle of the day, why not? So that's been a lot to deal with. That's been kind of tough to deal with. One thing that my doctor did mention is she said that if appetite suppression becomes an issue, they have, appetite suppression pills I could take to help encourage the process of not being so hungry. I may take her up on that, because it has been tough. It's hard not to get, food is so social, and I feel like the main interactions we have with family and with friends is, okay, well, where are we going to eat, or what are we going to eat while we're doing this social interaction? So it's been tough, but it's going well, overall. I am now going to do a question answering section. I had somebody commented on my last video, Sarah Bear 1, I think was her username, and she asked me, what's it feel like when you eat? Do you get full faster? Do you feel nauseous? And what happens if you eat too much? And this would have been so useful to know, not because I couldn't have asked questions and found out, I guess, but I don't know. I didn't know it until living through it. So what does it feel like when I eat? So one question I was asked by my doctor at the last visit was, are you able to drink while you eat? And I guess that's not everybody can do that. And I might have mentioned this last video, I don't remember. But yes, I can drink while I eat, no problem. And I do it all. I mean, I do it every meal. Thank goodness, because I feel like it'd be miserable to not be drinking while eating. So I can do that. What it feels like when I eat, do I get full faster? Do I feel nauseous? So I don't feel nauseous ever. I haven't felt nauseous at all since the procedure, the day of the procedure. What happens if you eat too much and do you get full faster? So that's kind of the bummer. That I would say is the biggest bummer. I legitimately thought, based on the science of how it works and how this balloon is in my stomach, that I would eat, a slice of pizza and be like, I'm done. I'm good. That's not what happens. It's it's a delayed discomfort for me. It's not nausea. It's a delayed discomfort. And I say that to say, I could sit down and eat a meal and it tastes super good. I made this really good recipe and it's delicious and I'm going to go back for seconds. And I still feel like I can go back for seconds. And what happens is I eat the seconds and then I'm like, ugh. And it's not nauseous and it's not like stomach cramps, like you're going to be sick to your stomach. It literally just feels like there's a knot in your stomach. And at least for me, I know a lot of people experience nausea. It hasn't been nausea for me. It's 100% just been this like, ugh, I feel, I shouldn't have done that. So it's a delayed discomfort is what it's been. And one thing I've learned from reading other people's experiences is that it's very subjective, and what happens to you could be totally different. Whenever I was getting my balloon put in, I don't know if I mentioned this, there was a girl there getting hers taken out, and I don't know if she was getting it taken out early or if she was at the end of her time with it or what, but she was like, she told the nurse, she was like, I've been so nauseous ever since I've had this thing put in. And thank God that hasn't been me, but yeah, I'll try and do an update again. My goal, here's the thing, my goal was to be at 275 by my last doctor's visit, and here we are at my next doctor's visit, and that actually seems pretty attainable. My overall goal for this whole thing is 250 pounds, which is still a big dude, but like it'll be a lot smaller for me, to go down 70 pounds total. So I'm a quarter of the way into it, and I'm 44 pounds into 71 pounds. So it's my progress is going well. It's just a matter of getting to those goals, and a lot of it is still, the whole purpose of the balloon is to make you eat less and to encourage you to eat less and to get used to healthy habits, and it is really, really tough to break those habits. I kind of felt like my hands would be tied and it kind of be forced into them. That's definitely not the case. It's definitely more of a, if I break the habits that I should be having, I get slapped on the wrist later by this huge discomfort. But overall, it's still working, still dropping the weight, pretty happy with things, and yeah, hopefully there'll be another update soon. Thanks for everybody who watched this. Appreciate it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will try and answer them quicker than I did this last one. So yeah, thank you all so much.